Grandis list this time. So starting off, we got 4 Yoko. You don't want to play anything else. Digiburst this game 2K. You know what Grandis does. Big bug goes burn, right? But no, seriously, this is the best egg. You can't run any other egg but this one. There's just the you desperately need the 2K to get over anything that may contest Grandis on your turn or the opponent's turn. I mean, not the opponent's turn, or in the opponent's security. 18K is the threshold. It gets over most 16Ks. It gets over all 17Ks, and now with Examon in a format where it can potentially get up to 17K when it becomes suspended and unsuspends and all that, you desperately need the extra DP. Okay, going up to the rookies, we got 4 Kuwagamon X Antibody. Kuwagamon X Antibody is just a searcher. I'm not running any X Antibody options. I only have this. It just is to find my pieces quicker. And that's about it. I have also 4 BT-10 Kuwagamons. This is a good card. I'm not running any of the BT-1 Kuwagamon. This is a great card because it gives the inheritable when it deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, it gains a memory. Actually, it doesn't even say survive. When it just deletes it, period, it gains a memory. So what I'll do, if I'm at 3 and I really need to dig, I'll hard play this, go to 0. Digivolve into this, draw, and then look for the top 3, look for a piece I desperately need. But other than that, it's just a good inheritable. You can Digivolve this in the back like this, have a Yoko here, you get a draw, and then when you Digiburst for the Grand, you can Digiburst off these 2 and leave the Kuwagamon. So it's interesting. I like it. Next is going to be Floodgate City Baby. 3 Terriermon, just stop memory, self-explanatory. Then the other Floodgate I'm playing, 3 Pomu, just the ability to turn Jess off for a turn is just insane, or just turn Examon off enough so you can potentially just like get to Grandis as quick as possible. That's how slow the opponent down. Alright, going on to the level 4 to get 4 Kabuteri. This is invaluable. It's just a blocker. It keeps early game aggression down while you're searching for your pieces for Grandis. Also, it's 1 to Digivolve, so it's good to choke your opponent. And probably controversial, but only 3 Weedmon. The more I play this deck, the more kind of superfluous Weedmon is. I'd actually rather this be like a Stingmon sometimes because the Digibursting off the Grandis, the GrandisKuwagamon promo is kind of like whatever. If you set your board up correctly and play correctly, you won't even need the 1 memory to do the Grandis swing. So this is just a 1 Digivolve. It could be swapped out for a Stingmon, and in my opinion, nothing would really change. 3 Metal Kabuterimons for the hybrid. This is really good and really bad at the same time because if this is your only level 4 in your hand and you're going first, you have to Digivolve this in the back and give your opponent 3 memory. But this is also really good because if you really need to dig with Grandis, you can have like a Weedmon out or a Stingmon, Digivolve on top of this, draw, and then keep digging through your deck with the search. It also can help with stacks. Right, if you need 2 extra checks, you can just double like Metal Kabuterimon and then just have like an inheritable you need to save or something like that. So it has its usages. And it's really good. I prefer the green base over the blue base because of just consistency. Davis, you would think, gives you a lot of consistency, but there were times in my testing I would have like this would be a Davis, and I have like a level 3 here. Like, oh, well, I just have to pass until I get a level 4. I can Digivolve to keep my stack going. You just want to each turn get closer to Grandis. That's like your main goal. Playing the 3 Snidemons, Grandis has a hard time finishing out games, and if your opponent hits this in security, it can potentially slow them down and give you an extra body to get Grandis off. Also, if they hit it in security and you suspend one of their things and they're under the effect of the Akuamon promo, they actually lose the memory and can possibly pass turn. So it could really screw people over. It helped me so much in a lot of my grinds for Store Championship with this Snidemon when I was using this deck before I switched to Hydramon Bloomlord. Okay, we're coming at you with 4 Okuamon Okumon's amazing. Okumon promo. Okumon's amazing. We're not running the BT. I think it's BT-2 Okumon. It just felt kind of clunky. Felt kind of bad even with the 2 to Digivolve. This gives piercing, and when you Digivolve on top of it with the 4 Okumon's antibody, you could potentially suspend something and they lose a memory, and it gets through things like Terriermon and Gazi because they're not gaining a memory, they're losing a memory, which is very important wording. Excuse me, which is very important wording. So the fact that you can just go Okumon X, suspend something, they lose a memory, and it gives you more extension for your plays is just kind of like insane. Also, the inheritable is piercing, and the ability for Grandis to like swing unsuspend itself with piercing, swing 3 checks again, just applies a lot of pressure. And then on their turn, if they want to do anything with their Digimon, the Okumon still stays. So if they try to suspend something, they'll lose a memory, and they're just like ticking down. It's like an ice wall. It's like a mini ice wall on legs. It's just fantastic. Talked briefly about Okumon X. Not much to say here. When you Digivolve on top of the Okumon, like I said, it gives a blanket effect if they lose 1 memory whenever they become suspended. It does not work in raising. So if you have this stack in raising, you will actually not get the blanket effect from the Okumon. But Okumon X antibody has an amazing effect where it reduces the Digivolve cost of an insectoid by 1. So you can suspend something, they lose a memory. You can go into a GrandisKuwagamon for 2, and then go into a Grandis for 1 on top of the GrandisKuwagamon after you Digiburst and do everything you need to. This card is also invaluable. Moving on to the 6s is pretty self-explanatory. 4 Promo GrandisKuwagamon. You Digiburst it, get those security checks, nothing else to say. Moving on to the boss monster of the deck, Grandis. This is the most important card of the deck because you can't do the OTK without this. If you just have Grandis out, then it just becomes like a regular beat stick, and it doesn't get the unsuspension. It doesn't get anything you really need. You have to have this stack. This stack is like imperative. Just to have that extra check, to check 3, check possibly 4, depending on the things you Digiburst, is just too good. Just too good. Moving on to options, we have 4 green memory boosts. Let me move this Terrier. He's been there for a while. 4 green memory boosts. Gotta dig, gotta get memory. This is really good because you can just pick up anything without the restrictions of the Okumon X, and you can go just a little bit deeper. It sucks when you reveal like all your GrandisKuwagamons and all your Grandises, but that's just the nature of the game. You can't cry about it. And 3 Mimis. Because you have 3 hybrids, you gotta have 3 Mimis. You need ways to close games, and Mimi gives you that ability. Ability for hybrids, ability to double tap Mimi and bring out a rookie and swing for game. Guaranteed memory. Guaranteed 3 memory on the start of your main phase, or start of your turn, excuse me. It's just insanely good. It doesn't even affect Death X much because if you're playing Grandis correctly, you're going to be staying and raising most of the time anyway. So you can have like potentially 3 Mimis out, and even if they Death X, it won't do anything, because Death X doesn't affect Tamers in the way like it can delete them outright. And that's going to be the deck list. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.